Hello, dear friends, and thank you for watching this replay. I want to first and foremost apologize. I usually message people beforehand, see if they're coming, and my amazing friend Kristen, who you guys saw got coached last week, I had planned on coaching her, and then she is sick, which is totally understandable. Kristen, we are sending you love and healing vibes. And also, then what happened is I was intentionally, I was like, okay, I'm going to message everyone else in the Facebook group and just like see if anyone else wants to get coached. And then I got stuck in an algorithm spiral. I don't know if this happens for any of you guys, but I found out that because my messages hadn't linked to my phone, I was getting messages from like 2018. It was a moment, and I was going to use this time to talk to you guys all about building your business using scaling systems, the mastermind that I run. And we're just going to do a quick Spark Notes version of that today. And then on next week, if you're interested in joining the mastermind, I will let you know. And I think I'm going to do a call. I'm going to do it at 10 a.m. on Thursday of next week. It's going to be the FAQ call. So feel free to, if you've got any questions, if you want to just figure out more about the mastermind, if it'd be a good fit for you, feel free to come to that call and I will actually show you more things about the mastermind. But since Kristen isn't here and since I didn't actually ask anyone else to get coached, I figured this would be an excellent opportunity to host a mini very short and sweet masterclass on selling. So, regardless of whether you want to join the mastermind or not, I want you to understand. And I did this in my podcast too, because one of my favorite things is to watch other coaches sell and understand why they say what they do and when they say what they do. And so, feel free to just take notes, see how I sell the program, talk about the features and benefits of joining. And it's going to be great. So, within the mastermind, the reason why, if you're like, Megs, why are you talking about this? It is the 16th, and the mastermind doesn't actually end, or the bonuses for the mastermind don't end until the 28th. I wanted to make sure that you had ample time, especially those of you that actually joined the Facebook group and are watching this right now, because I know that sometimes when you're making a decision about your business, you want to get a second opinion. You want to understand a little bit more about like if this would specifically be a good fit for you. And so for you guys in the Facebook group, between now and next week, I'm opening up consultations for the mastermind. And if you're new here and you have no idea what the Scaling Systems Mastermind is, I'm going to get into that in just a second. But I wanted to let you know early on in this video, as you watch the rest of it, if you want to book a consult, I opened up calls actually this weekend because I have a fully booked calendar. That's why I'm doing the fully booked webinar. My calendar, I realized, was booked from pretty much 9 to 5 all the way through Friday. And I want to, if you are thinking about joining the mastermind, I would love to do a consult with you. And I realized as I was talking with my ads coach that I physically didn't have enough space for everyone to do a consult that I would love to join. So for you guys, I'm opening it up early and I wanted to let you know about it. Now, if you're completely new here and are like, Mastermind, what is this? Tell me more, Megan. I would love to invite you to join the Scaling Systems Mastermind. So, this is a program that I run. It is 12 months long, and I made this program a whole year because this mastermind is designed to get people from 10K to 100K plus every single year. And this is a derivative. You might have heard previously, I had a coaching program called Six Figure Systems. And earlier this year, I made a decision because there were a lot of people who were just starting out, and there are people who were moving forward or just wanted more support within that mastermind. So I actually decided to take apart both of the programs, and I have now two programs that are group programs. I have marketing systems, which is my low ticket program. Currently, as of this month, it is 1,500 for the year, and or I think it breaks out into 165 a month. And within that program, I really thought about what are the essentials? What does it take to make six figures? Or what does it take to make 10K? What if I were somebody who was just starting out, what would I need to know to make my business grow? And the reason why this is important is marketing systems is actually a bonus for anyone who signs up before the 28th. So if you sign up before the 28th, there are lots of bonuses, but there's the marketing systems you get included for a full year. You also get access if you sign up by Wednesday, the 24th, you get access to a double your income bonus call, which I'm going to explain in just a minute. And then you also are going, if you sign up and pay in full, you get access to one on one calls with me quarterly. I'm calling them your quarterly content calls. So I'm going to explain all about this and why I decided to run my mastermind like this. So when I was scaling my business and growing to six figures, I knew that there was a way to run my business that was the best, maybe not the best way for everyone, but there was a way it could be done. And one of the things that was really frustrating about growing my business at that stage in 2020 to 2021 is no one was telling me what to do. And I had actually been coached for 2 years prior. I was a life coach myself. And so I knew how to coach myself, but I felt like I was coaching myself about a void. And it was so frustrating for me because I knew that somebody had figured out a way to run a six-figure business and no one was telling me exactly what to do. It kind of felt like just coach yourself and the way will emerge. And I think that that can be a really effective approach for some. And that's what a lot of business coaching that I had was. But for me, I just wanted somebody to tell me what to do. And then the thoughts would come up, and I would need to coach myself to build up my confidence, manage my stress levels, but no one was doing that. So it was really, really frustrating for me as a person who is a high achiever, a go getter. And I felt like I was just running on a hamster wheel, throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to build my business. And I knew that posting was a part of it, but my posting wasn't working. I actually went in October of 2020 to April of 2021 and I had no consults. So I signed six clients right away and they were recurring because I was did a 10-month coaching program and then I went through a full drought for 7 months and it was just really really challenging in that time. And so what I did is I figured out a way to make it work. And I never intended on becoming a business coach. I never even honestly thought about growing my business beyond six figures. But what happened is I was in a lot of programs with a lot of coaches. I got certified and everyone was looking at my business. And in 2021, towards the end of it, I hired a marketing coach and I actually figured out systems, which is what I teach now in scaling systems, the mastermind, to actually make it work. And I realized that business is really a numbers game. And all you need to do is you have to have the right strategy mixed with the confidence to deliver it. And you can build it's just statistically inevitable to hit a six-figure business. There would be that enough humans that would be ready to invest regardless of the offer, especially as a one-on-one coach. So I figured this out and a lot of my peers were like, what are you doing? So I started informally coaching them. They started doing the same things that I was doing and they started getting really good results. And so in the fall, I think it was August of 2022, I decided to switch to become a business coach. And I started this mastermind, which has gone through a lot of iterations, but I figured out really what it takes to build a six-figure business. I knew that you have to really master your marketing. You have to understand how to nurture the people that are in your current audience, what I was doing in all of these DMs, and also going through and generating more leads, finding new awesome people to come into your business. And I then also knew that I needed to sell these people, do consults. Like, if you want to sign up for a consult, literally just to see how I sell, I think that could be amazing. I would love for you to actually sign up if you're interested in the program. But I figured out a strategy and a way to move a consult along that was very specific and pointed and got to the client's problem very quickly so they converted. And then also how to plan my time. Like, how do I coach from 9 to 5 and actually have time to do my marketing, make sure that I have responded to my messages. And I created systems around this, and my business started working extremely well. And then other people wanted to learn the same. And so I started this mastermind. And when I started teaching my clients these same philosophies, Oh my word, they started growing exponentially. Like Amber was in the first round of the mastermind. Within 4 months, she had had one client. She then signed four clients and raised her prices to 4K. Literally at the time the mastermind was 2,500, doubled her investment, but already made like 10K by the time she left, or quadrupled her investment by the time she left. And so I realized that these systems were working for more people. And that is why I've run this mastermind since 2022. So 2022, 2023, 2024. We're now 3 years, and I know I've seen the trends. I'm a data girl. I like to know what kind of things are working for the most people. And that is what I do within this mastermind. I don't want to just say it's statistically inevitable, say that 10 times fast, statistically inevitable to hit six figures. I want to make it happen. And so if this is something that you're seeking, or if you just want to be, for me, I also think that your energy is something that is extremely valuable. It is your energy and time are the two resources that you can never get back. If you don't have the right energy and you don't use your time wisely, these are the most important decisions that you need to make, is using both of those things wisely. And within the mastermind, I know that the energy levels I've seen in some other areas, I know that there have been interesting situations that have happened with our economy this year. I'm not blind to those facts. And I know that there are people who are feeling the negative effects of it. And this is an environment where you are going to process your negative emotions, certainly, but we are not going to stay there. This is not a community. If you're looking for a mastermind for a lot of venting, that is appropriate, and this is not for you. It is a community. This mastermind specifically is for people who really want to move, who want to make a lot of impact in this world, who want to use their businesses, especially as coaches and as thought leaders, to impact more people and create massive sweeping change. And so if that is something that sounds like it's for you, that is what we do in the mastermind. We meet for 3 hours every week. If you join by the 28th, you get a fourth hour in marketing systems. And within those calls, I'm getting rid of every obstacle, every roadblock, every single limiting belief that is stopping you from reaching six figures or more. And we are going to strategically create systems to make your work life extremely easy. There is nothing worse than a chaotic, disorganized business. And within the mastermind, you figure out how to clean up the chaos and make a streamlined, simple business that literally feels like a 9 to 5. So if that sounds like you and is making more money than a 9 to 5, where you're your own boss, you get the freedom of time. You can go and you can travel. One of my clients, for freedom of income, Holly, she went from 53 to 135, all because we implemented these systems, and she was able to buy Christmas presents for her family. Like that she's never been able to do. And I know that this is possible because I've done it for all of my clients. And within the mastermind, the other benefit of joining, and of course, all of my clients, they get varied results, but it's all based on the energy and the impact that you're coming in with, which I coach you to get a better impact on. So if you're feeling anything less than ready to take aggressive, massive action, then we will coach on it and we will get you there. So for you guys, if you are considering joining the Scaling Systems Mastermind, if you join by Sunday of next, or by the 24th, you get the Double Your Income call. It's a 3 hour call where we talk about your offer, marketing strategy, and how you're managing leads within the mastermind. You also, if you sign up by Friday, Sunday at midnight, you get the marketing systems, an extra hour, 52 hours of coaching for the year, also just included with your investment. It is $675 a month or $750 if you pay in full. But when you join, $650 a month or $7,500 if you pay in full. And when you join, you're also, if you decide to pay in full and save some money, you get the added benefit of quarterly one-on-one consult calls with me, content calls. This might be the last time I do this, especially the 3 hour Double Your Income call, because I'm going to have to open up a couple of weekends to make that happen. And I want you guys to be the first to know. So I'm going to put the consult link, the link to join. And if you're joining the fully booked formula, stay on after and I'll answer any other questions you have. And I can't wait to see you there.